is everybody doing today? Okay, so just give me 1 second to get this sent out. And I'm sorry if there's any shaking on the screen. I'm just going to quickly send this to our Instagram notification group. I hope everybody is having the best day. Okay, I am almost done. And there we go. I sent it out. Perfect. Oh my gosh, today feels like Christmas Day. We may be going into spring, but every launch day is absolutely Christmas Day. So, as you guys know, today is April 4th, and that means Madame Glam is serving up a delicious new collection. Y'all, I was so excited when they reached out to me about this collection. So first of all, a huge thank you to Madame Glam for sending these goodies out. I promise to do you proud. We are not only going to swatch all 14 gels. Yep, you heard that right. This collection has 14 soak-off gels. So we're not only going to do that, but we're going to also do a demo. I made sure to do 5, I believe. I did 5 test demo nails that I'll show later on in the stream, and you guys can select which one you'd like to see live and created. But y'all, I can't scream enough about this collection. Oh, I'm so sorry there's construction going on outside. It's a bit loud. I do apologize. It is a really warm day today, so I can't close the window. But if you guys bear through some of that construction noise, I promise you it'll be worth it because this collection is going to steal your heart. It is so beautiful. So without further ado, let's get into all of the magic. So this is the Secret Garden Collection. Now, as April blooms with the warmth and renewal, a burst of lively hues and radiant energy illuminates the season in dazzling pastels. 14 never-before-seen soak-off gels in this collection. We have Bedazzle, Blush Twinkle, April Showers, Tulip Flame, Tidal Glow, Sunshine Love, Springtime, and there is 2 special effect top coats. So these ones are the no wipe formula, so you can just put it onto your nail, and not only is it going to have a fun finish, but no need to add top coat. So they have Love Sprinkles and Glam Sprinkles. There is Lime Flash, Lilac Bloom. Gotta zoom in here, the tiniest. Heavenly Candy Glaze, or sorry, rather, Glazed Candy, and then Bunny Bliss, which is the perfect Easter extravaganza. So I'm just going to read their write-up, and then we're going to go right into the swatching of this magical collection. So it says, I just tripped out so hard. Oh my goodness. So it says March, but we're definitely celebrating April. So celebrate April with vibrant, lasting shades that capture the spirit, making every moment of the season feel fresh and beautiful. This month, we're introducing stunning new shades featuring vibrant pastels and mesmerizing cat eye effects. Think ethereal hues that transform your nails into a pastel wonderland, blending delicate, beautiful pop of playful charm. Bring both bold pops of color and a touch of elegance to your nails with the Secret Garden Collection, showcasing 6 bright cream gels, 6 mesmerizing cat eyes. So this is what, I lost it. So there is a total of 6 cat eyes, 6 creams, and 2 top coats. I have never seen a collection like this. Hi, Gina. Drive safe. I'm so happy to have you here. I just tripped out so hard, Gina, because I was reading this and then I read, this says as April blooms, and then over here this says March. So I was like, what? Help! But we're good. This is most definitely April's collection. I think we're also just celebrating all of the beautiful spring renewal. So with this Secret Garden Collection showcasing 6 bright creams, 6 mesmerizing magnetic shades, and 2 stunning new top coats to complete the look. These hues will transform your nails into a work of art, offering a perfect balance of striking color. And of course, y'all already know this is Madame Glam's award-winning formula with the planet and you in mind. They're 100% vegan, cruelty-free, 21-free, and palm oil-free. So you can indulge in beautiful, long-lasting nails without any worries. Experience vibrant, clean colors as fresh and revitalizing as the season ahead. So I could not just start off without reading this amazing write-up. They always hit the nail on the head every time. But this collection, y'all, oh my days, this is gonna have you guys losing it. This has a little something for everybody. I'm just gonna quickly show you a design that I made with some of the beautiful pastels in this collection. So this is a mini egg inspired set, and I used their brown gel paint and their special effect top coat that is called Dalmatian. Now this is just so stinking precious, but wait, there's more. So I had to, as soon as I started swatching these colors, I got very inspired. Let me just pop on the little light here. So of course, inspired by the full set, we have the melted chocolate egg. And then using the cat eye, we have this really fun 3D strawberry. And you can really see how fun that cat eye is. Now, star of the show here. This is the special effect top coat, Put On Lilac Bloom, which is a phenomenal color. And then we could not, got to turn around these two little eggs. We could not do Easter without doing 2 adorable egg designs. So later on in the stream, we'll definitely pick one of these to recreate. But first, let's get into the swatching, y'all. I'm so excited. Also, I can't like resist, so I've been using this. Like, I just freak out over it. Let me just turn off the light so there's not crazy glare here. So this is their new Glam Infusion, basically their hand care system. So they have Glam Infusion hand cream, Sparkle Sugar Scrub hand scrub, and hand butter. These are available on their site, and you can use my code RAVEN35 for 35% off. And let me tell you, you will not have more luscious, like it just locks in all of the hydration, but without being greasy. So I didn't want to put on a cuticle oil and risk when I'm opening up all these bottles to just get things everywhere. So we made it work. We made it work. So I want to start off with the pastels, and then we're going to move into the top coats, and then the magical glitter-infused cat eye that I swear, y'all, your heart's finna skip several beats. Okay, let's get zoomed in a little bit. So, of course, I am the blue sister here. I'm obsessed with all things blue. This is called Tidal Glow. And what I'm freaking out over this new collection, it features almost all round brushes. There's a few of their old brushes, but most of them are these amazing round, and it just makes going into the cuticle and all of that a dream. But can we look at that? Oh my gosh. This blue stole my heart. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the swatches because you know, full party mode activation. Thank you guys so much for coming into today's swatch party and launch for today's collection. Just so excited. This is all of the swatch therapy. And earlier this morning, we already started the swatch party with Madame Glam's brand ambassador of the year, Enchanted Nails by Kelly. She slayed. Oh my goodness. So we're about to swatch all these goodies. Okay, I'm like, let's get up close and personal. Let's pop that light on. Y'all, the opacity on this is crazy. Let me just make sure it's focusing. Yeah, the opacity is insane. I'm really loving it. And you guys are going to see the brush in action. Like, come on. That coverage is crazy. But you guys are going to see how amazing it is, especially when you want to snatch them cuticles. Because let's be real, that's the most stressful part about doing your nails. You want that cuticle to look fresh because then you have that salon finish, right? It's also safe because you don't want to get a bunch of stuff flooding your cuticles. Oh my days. My heart, this blue Tidal Glow. Oh my gosh, how stunning is that? That is so beautiful. I can't get over. We are gonna pop that in the lamp. I am just so obsessed. Again, the opacity is insane. So next up is this stunning green. This is called Springtime. This color is like, prepare to gasp. You ready? Oh my gosh. It glows. Like, are you kidding me? This is springtime in a bottle. So stunning. I love the pastel rainbow that they give us, and then all of the glitters, and then the top coats. I was like, girl, this collection, if you are new or old to Madame Glam, is a very much a must. It's so beautiful. Like, y'all, this brush and the formula, like, hugs the nail. Like, get out of here. So pretty. I can't. I'm so happy with this collection. It gives you all of the feels. And if you guys don't know, Madame Glam has a VIP program, and that means for $29 a month, with your first month being free, of course, you get 50% off these gels always. So you can't imagine the savings. Like, this is no better time if you're not a VIP to get it, so that you can enjoy this collection. And you can also purchase collections early, ahead of time, and be entered into special giveaways. Like, it's just winner, winner, chicken dinner. Look at that. Y'all, my heart, it cannot cope. Oh, look how magical that is. Again, spring in a bottle right there. The yellow, y'all, you're finna swoon. The yellow is crazy, so beautiful. Now, I am going to do one more coat of this blue. These are one coat coverage, but I tend to apply pressure because I usually do 2 thin coats. So for the green, I'm not going to have to, but I do want to go back in on this guy here. Come on, that blue is to die for. And I'm sorry, but for any kind of nail art, having this kind of formula where the polish just stays where you put it and has this kind of opacity, it hits different. This is the yellow you've always wanted. I hope that you got it, sissy, because it is just so pretty. The yellow I'm about to show you guys. Sunshine Love. It is definitely a color you need in your collection. You got good taste, Gina. Okay, so Sunshine Love. 1 second, I'm going to bring that up close and personal. Just going to pop this in the lamp. This is definitely going to be a lamp party with 14 colors, so please bear with me, but it's going to be so satisfying and so worth it. So next up in the creams, we have Sunshine Love. Now again, as Gina was saying, this is the perfect. Oh, I love you. Yes, you got very good taste. You picked me as your sissy. You're so cute. So this is the perfect yellow. And y'all, I know Madam Glam has a perfect yellow, but can we just say this is the perfect yellow's twin sister? And they're just a little bit different, but all the magic. It's so pretty. It just reminds me of limoncello. It's just so gorgeous. I have to whisper. I feel like I can't scare. Seeing the polishes in their wild habitat, we cannot talk too loud in fear of scaring this sacred yellow. Yeah, I'm a nerd if you guys haven't realized yet. But I love all this nail therapy. Oh my goodness. Look at this color is so pretty. Definitely the color of spring. It's butter. You got it, Gina. All the butter. It's so pretty. Let's pop that in as well. And I'm actually using some different tips. So I always finish off the underside with Madam Glam's Velvet Matte. I'm obsessed with that formula. Award-winning, like chef's kiss. But actually, these swatch sticks are a little bit different, and they have a frosted background that simulates matte. So I'm just gonna turn them over and kind of show those. But I was so happy with that. I was like, meh, we won't go into that. But if we do choose a design, however, that needs a matte, then we can show that power of the stunning matte top coat. So let me just double here. That's one coat, y'all. I can't. So yeah, we don't need to go in for a second one on that, baby. Let's go over to Lilac Bloom, which is a stunning purple. Oh my gosh, with side of Kovu hair. If you guys know anything, my fur nephew is the sweetest little golden. And his hair was all up on that, because fur babies for the win, am I right? So Lilac Bloom for all you purple lovers. I think of my sister right away. I know there's no purple without my sis. Look at that. Envy approved purple. So this is incredibly smooth. You guys are going to see when I put this on the swatch stick. But this purple, she stole my heart. Like, look at her. She's just walking up, looking all gorgeous. Okay, let's grab another swatchy swatch. And I'll show you quickly what I was talking about. So this is just like the regular swatch stick, but when you turn it, it has like a frosted. So no matter what you swatch, it kind of gives that appearance of that matte and then glossy. So let me turn off the light so you can kind of see it a bit better. So it definitely like dulls all of that, but shows still, no matter what, the amazing matte finish. Okay, so moving right along to the pretty Lilac Bloom. And what I really love that they gave us those special effect toppers, it is instant Easter nails. And even though they gave toppers in this, I had to do my other set with Dalmatian because I think it's really cool. They have both Dalmatian is the black mottled spots and then like kind of like the flecks and almost like confetti glitter pieces, but it's all black. So it gives instant egg effect. Or they have a color called Polka Bunny. And Polka Bunny is actually white mottled. So it gives instantly like the white mottling on the eggs. So I would definitely say if you were a big Easter fan and you're looking for something to make your mani special, grab yourself this collection and then also grab those toppers because you will not be disappointed. Look at that. That is unbelievable. So gorgeous. Okay, so next up is Bunny Bliss. This pink is so darling. Now what I think is really cool is that they kind of give us two different pinks. One is like a really hot flamingo. I'm going to pop that one out in just a second. But it actually reminds me of a color that they had previous. So we will talk about that when I pull her out. But this is Bunny Bliss. Meet your new obsession. She is so darling, so pretty. Let me look at that. Oh my gosh. And this, again, y'all, this round brush is just doing it. It is so pretty. It is giving everything that needs to be given. So amazing. I hope moving forward that they just use these, period, because these brushes make doing nails, swatching, everything just an absolute dream. I dropped my phone and the audio switched from you to Pharrell's Happy. Oh my gosh, is that not the theme of the day? I love that. If you feel like a room, what is it? A room or a house without a roof? I love it. So you see how I just gently moved the product there and it created a seamless, like absolutely perfect. That's what I mean about these round brushes. It's just crazy. What is it? Clap along if you feel like a room without a house without a roof, a room without... I'm failing right now. Hi, Millie. How are you doing? I'm actually, like, to be frank, I'm having not the best pain day, but I knew that as soon as I started swatching the magic, it was going to turn everything around, because that's what happens. Spending time with my nail family and getting to play with these stunning colors, it does it every time for me. Just that instant boost that is so necessary. Again, all of the color therapy. The color that I was talking about, so this is dun 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 na. This is Tulip Flame. Look at that. Oh, but just wait, because this is very similar. They had a beautiful Mexican-inspired collection that had, I believe it was called Candy Pop. Oh my gosh, that color just stole my heart, and this would be very comparable. I don't believe Candy Pop is available anymore. This is also very similar to the Core, which is one of my favorites. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Like all of the gorgeous vibes. So let me just grab. I hope you sleep so well, Millie, and the fact that you're spending part of your evening with us just means the absolute world, honey. So this is the last cream. Then we're going to move over to those special effect top coats, which are perfect toppers, but also Kelly, the brand ambassador of the year, she showed that if you were working on a client, you could put it as a base, buff it, and then go in with whatever nail art of your choice. So I do love the versatility. Like, you could choose to use it as a background, as a topper, anything that you want. And that's really, like, Madame Glam's colors are just so inspiring. Before I go into the special effect top coats, though, I will top coat these just so that we're not getting ahead of ourselves, because hello, this collection has 14 colors. Isn't this pretty? It's giving me very coral pop. Actually, I didn't think that. These were really, really beautiful. So I do find that the previous collection that they just did, they more had pearlescence. So I really love this range. Let me show you, Millie, because you're just popping in. So I made these, and I love that they gave us a yellow first off. And I just feel like these are the perfect colors for spring. And then not only did they give us a rainbow, oh, we got a heart falling out over here. Not only did they give us a pastel rainbow, but we have glitter formula, like, glitter formula cat eyes and top coats. So we have all of the things. I love it too much. I wonder if I can find that other color I was talking about so I could kind of show you the comparison. Oh, I found it right away. Candy Pop. Okay, so Candy Pop is definitely brighter. So if you look, it's like, ooh, bam. And if I take out Tulip Flame, and I think this is what's funny, like I'm a real geek about getting all the different shades. Do you see how this one, it almost has like an orangey? I don't want that to drip. Let me just give it a little swipe. So this is Candy Pop. Candy Pop that keeps on trying to pop on me. Not today, Satan. But do you see how pretty these are? I just love to have all the grades and shades and all of the gradients so that when you're doing art, you can just kind of do all of the things. No, Gina, you placed your order and forgot to add the topper. Oh, sis, you had to do it. Let's be real, you had to do it because those toppers are very much worth it. So before we go into the two toppers, as I mentioned before, I did want to just quickly top coat. So sorry, just one moment. Let's grab out. So my favorite of their top coats is the No Wipe formula. The reason why I love this so is I find, so I'm in between manis at the moment, and I have their top coat over like their Pure Serenity Builder Gel. And I find that it's so scratch resistant, and it's just like the gloss factor on it is insane. You can put, because I mess around with a lot of 99% alcohol, cleaning things and doing nails, and it never dulls. It never has an issue. It's just so pretty, and it doesn't have a tacky layer. So this is definitely one of my big go-tos, without a doubt. So very obsessed. Okay, so starting off with Tidal Glow, just going to give it a luscious, let's turn up this light here. We're going to give it a luscious coating. And I apologize. My tummy's been growling. I really should have eaten something before the stream, but I'm very much like, I do not want to itis and pass out during the stream, and I knew we had 14 colors. So, oh, Positive Tomato! You'd have to ask Mama, because we did a very special Madame Glam collab, and she got Positive Tomato from the Daddy's Girl collection. I actually don't have that one. But see, that means that you could go for some other colors if you have something similar. But I just think that's the magic of Madame Glam, because also there is certain collections and colors that do not come back. So if there is something comparable, sometimes that's really nice, especially for people that might not have been able to grab certain shades or colors. Sorry, we had to fight with an evil fluffums there. But where there's a will, there's a way. And check this out. Tidal Glow. What dreamy magic have you cooked up for me, Madame Glam? Oh, I just can't get over. So I'm going to quickly grab one of their lint-free wipes. I don't want to destroy my lamp, so I'm just going to take a little light wipe here. There we go. And then pop that in the lamp, and then move to the next color. Thank you guys so much for coming into today's live. You guys are the sweetest. Okay. Perfect. Now I have a tiny bit of like glitter in this darn top coat, and I usually purposely have a specific top coat for glitter things, but I digress. There's definitely a tiny piece of glitter on that blue. But you want to know what? It's like me, baby. Always got to have a little bit of sparkle, a little glimmer glamour with Miss Madam Glam. What we're not going to do today is have all these darn fluffs. Give me a second. Let's give a little wipey. Cleanse this nail here. I totally think that's a piece of my beautiful fur nephew, Kovu. I'm so bad. I can totally see that. I'm going to cover this. We'll put another coat on that girl. Let's move to the yellow. I hope everybody's having the best day. Do you see that shrapnel of top coat that just went flying? Like, what? It's a war zone. Look at her. She's so pretty. Oh yes, the Academy collection, the Dark Academy. Oh, I definitely saw that part, honey bun. I hope they do bring it back. They have their execs during the live, so I hope somebody saw that and was like, maybe we should bring that back. Ooh, Tomboy in the purple one. I have, as you know, a pretty vast collection, but I don't have that one, so definitely gonna have to grab that. For the sake of these, I'm just gonna top coat this baby because you can definitely see how pretty she is, and I don't want to get caught up on a tiny little dot because let's be real, when you have fur babies, these things definitely happen often. There's floating hairs, there's all sorts of things. But the most important thing is you can see how stunning that green is. That is all that matters. I might have to grab another top coat though. I swear I go through top coat like it's water. Definitely go through it so fast. I can't. It's so pretty. Do you guys have a favorite out of the pastels? Okay, we almost have them all top coated. Well, all of the creams anyway. And what's really fun about the special effect toppers is we most definitely do not have to worry about top coating those girls because they already came ready. If you get ready and stay ready, you don't have to ever get ready. Rumor has it the purple, I was able to get a few from the collection. Oh, okay, we'll petition to get it back. Bring back Dark Academy, Madam Glam, if you're watching. Because I was so excited, they recently brought my collection back, Neon Unity, so anybody that wasn't able to get it, you can get it now. And it's so gorgeous. Oh, I just switched out the top coat, and there is nothing better. Oh, she's shiny. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nails Adore. You are so sweet. I've been seeing you in my comments. You are so very sweet. Excuse my incredibly dry hands. I'm going to have to take a Madam Glam lotion break in a second because I just used the 99% alcohol, and of course it just took all of the hydration from the world away. It's good for stuff, but dang, does it just take every little bit of moisture away. Oh my gosh, this bunny bliss. Oh. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. So I ended up doing this with the new collection. And then Madame Glam's Dalmatian topper. And then their brown gel paint. So does that not look like melted? All of the melted chocolate. I just want to squeal. Oh, thank you, beautiful. I actually used to do voice acting. So I used to be the voice that people heard when they would call. Call like the movie theater or our local grocery store. Press 5 for prepared foods. Thank you though, you just made my day. Okay, someone remind me to clean up that little dot. Oh, Gina, you got a fun fact of the day. I was really big with acting, voice acting, the whole kit and caboodle. I actually, in high school, no, it dented. There was a little hair that flew. We're just gonna fix this little nail here. When I was in high school, my co-op was actually to a local theater. And that theater, first of all, has my heart to this day. There was a lot of opportunities I actually got for working there, which I loved. I got to do light walking, working on set development, prop development, work their front of house. Like, I got to do so many different things, stage readings. I actually got to stage manage a production. I just lost it, and it was just everything to me. Actually, even huger fun fact is originally that was going to be my first career. I wanted to be an actress. And in high school, I got this horrible condition that was called Bell's palsy. And it made me lose control of half of my face. And with the hemiplegia, it can actually go as far as into your arm, having loosening of those muscles. And so I actually couldn't physically close my eye. I had to manually close it and like wear a pirate patch so I wouldn't go blind, and it affected my speech, so I couldn't say certain things, nothing with S's, nothing with T's. It was very, very difficult for me. So with losing all of that, it scared me, and because I couldn't pronounce things, I actually stepped away from acting. So I was devastated during that time. It was absolutely horrifying, and people were really horrible to me. Of course, I had my team, so thank God. But with the hemiplegia, losing those muscles, it looked like one side of my face was always like lax. And almost to the tune where people would actually start saying like, oh, that's that stroke girl. That's that girl that looks like she had a stroke. And this went into like my working life when I was working as a caregiver, because for me, this happened at 17. So when I went into like 19, 20 working, I was still recovering. Like it took me very long, almost until recently, to almost regain most of the function in that side. And that had been the third time that I got Bell's palsy. And just people were just so horrible about it. And I think that's why I really let my light shine, because I've been through some certain things that tried to attack my health, and I came out stronger for it. And I never changed. I was always the same person, but how people perceived and treated me did change. And I think that shows more about them than about myself. And I think that kindness goes very far. And instead of judging people, you should be there for one another, because we're all going through things, you know? And if we could just give each other an ounce of compassion, that will go so far. So yeah, but long story short, I wanted to be an actress. That happened, so it affected my speech and really put me into like a huge depression. So I was working like at a movie theater, and I had to even stop that for a little while because I couldn't actually talk with customers. So I went more into like the back of the house, working in like the projection area and doing things that didn't require like talking to customers. So that was really tough. So when I got my voice back, I went for all of the, whenever I was at a job that they were like, could you do our voice automative service? I'm like, actually, I have a background in that and I will do it with excitement. But no matter what, you know, you got to just keep on swimming, like Dory says, because it always gets better. But if you let that kind of stuff catch you up, I feel like we could block our own blessings and it's not worth it. The people like that, you know, I say like we're not made for everybody, but definitely stick to the good ones. So with that being said, we have all 6 brand new creams. I'm going to take these out. These have been top coated for the ultimate shine. Now most of them only have 1 coat because it is so opaque. But as you saw, that little one got bumped, so we definitely had to fix it. But how amazing was that polish? Oh my goodness. Really? These ones decided to kiss in the lamp. Like, they wanted to fight me. 1 second, we're going to fix that in a moment. But at least you guys can get the vision with that one, that hurts my soul, of this stunning color. So I'm just going to quickly fix that because I'm so OCD. Like, how dare. This is what happens when you have a party in the lamp. The girls end up kissing. I can't be mad though. As I said, the colors come to life. They have a mind of their own. They have good taste, right? Hello, the pinks are kissing again. Okay, let's hope that that just comes off nicely. Using Madame Glam's file just to quickly just remove. And honestly, these things happen at, you know, when maybe you touch something in the lamp or what have you. But you can just do a quick fix and you will be so surprised. Now this one, it like literally just chipped the tiniest piece, so I'm going to see if I can do some surgery. Hello! Is it Gopinath? Or I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but hello G! How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, we're just going to do surgery, because of course our colors decided to kiss and touch one another. Because this collection's all about love, and so we're just doing light surgery, so I'm going to do 2 little coats on there. Okay, let's pop that in. And while that's happening, I wanted to grab one of the very special effect top coats. Oh, it's correct. Okay, I'm so glad. I try to pronounce people's names correctly, but I'm also Canadian, West Indian. I've got all sorts of different accents, so I don't try to butcher anything. So I do apologize, but I'm happy that I pronounced it right. Thank you so much for joining. So this is the No Wipe Love Sprinkles. So pretty. Look at this girl. Like, are you kidding me? Are you joking? It's so pretty. Okay, so let me pull up my chair. I had to stand up for that, just to get up close and personal so you could see the magic. Okay, so what I really love is with a very gentle pressure, just bringing this down, you will get such a beautiful disperse of these little, I call them confetti pieces. This would be more considered a confetti glitter than like the chunky glitter or the sparkle. This is more of like a confetti. And let me tell you, you can ombre these on. You can put them any way you'd like. You can also use Madame Glam's like ultra liner tool or some of their different tools to kind of move the product around so that you can get it in the... You can't with this collection. It's so perfect, right? It's everything you need and more. And I was saying, if anybody's new to Madame Glam or maybe new to nails, this would almost be the most perfect collection to start off with because of the fact that it has like creams and cat eyes and special effect toppers, like this would definitely be like you're starting off with a bang. And you saw how easy that was to manipulate to kind of get it where you want it. And it is just so smooth. I'm going to quickly turn down my studio light, turn on the phone light so you guys can see how crystal clear it is. It's so pretty. It just is so very dainty. Gina said Caitlin would say, "Are you joking me?" She's so sweet. Okay, next up, so that was Love Sprinkles. There's 2 different sprinkles. So next up is the Glam Sprinkles. Now this has the really tiny pieces of confetti. And with that being said, the really tiny ones are like the rainbow confetti that you get in cake. It is so pretty. Hello, baby. Oh, you end up getting me Starbucks? Oh, thank you. I love you. Bubba got me my venti iced caramel macchiato, lactose free, extra caramel, drizzle. What? This is like the ultimate mermaid juice. When people are like mermaid juice, I'm on the logo. There's a dang mermaid there, okay? I got my mermaid juice. I've had a lot of fun projects I've been working on, so when I say that my sleep has not been the greatest, so this coffee is going to help revitalize me for the second half of this stream. Also, now that we have more babes in here, I wanted to quickly show the demo nails that I did so that you guys can kind of think about what you'd like to see done live. Oh my gosh, yo. And as I said before, like their no wipe formula is my favorite. So the fact that these already have the no wipe formula in them, it just self-levels so beautifully. And again, just like slight little pushes similar to what you would do with a builder gel. You can get the little fragments where you want it, or the little confetti pieces rather. I'm so obsessed. Let me try to turn our studio light up brighter. Look at that. Are you kidding me? It's stinking adorable. And you could have did like the collection, the set I did with the collection, you could have also, instead of the black spots, you could have used any of the confetti top coats. I am going to take my striper. So this is something that I would do if I was working on myself for a client. So if there was any areas that I didn't like, I would kind of just bring it over. So I do want to fix those areas. And this is where you get that precision. So if there was something or like a specific design you were doing, you can really get the glitter, the little confetti pieces where you want them. This would be really fun for any kind of dessert set that you're doing, anything Easter. I'm gonna turn the mood lighting down for a second just so we could see that properly. How precious is that? I can't. I just want to squeal. It's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's continue with the surgery we were doing on that. So I filled her in. I'm just going to go over all together to create that symmetry. Simma. Who's got the keys to my bimma? Okay, just so we could pretend. Look at the foundation of Madame Glam. We filled that crack, because crack is whack. And now we fixed it. So I will top coat that when I have a little bit of downtime when something else is in the lamp. But we're going to start with the beautiful cat eyes now. Hello, pretty lady. Oh, 1 second, y'all. Oh my gosh, my baby went to the butcher. She showed me some fancy dancy meat, and she pulled it all out of the butcher wrapping paper and was like, would you like this for dinner tonight? Like, heck yeah. No. Oh, that's great. So she grabbed me some lamb chops, but they look delicious. I just noticed that glam sprinkles are on the... Your glam sprinkles are on the way. See, I was like a magical fairy that got the tracking to move a little bit faster. Baby, do you have a little straw or something that I could kind of mix up the coffee? Because I don't want to spill it on myself. The coffee. Okay, so I did mention that I wanted to show you guys, for everybody that is just joining in. These are the demo nails that I cooked up. So, of course, like the big full set. And then this was with the cat eye. This is 3D strawberry. This is one of the creams. And, oh my gosh, I got it. I just noticed how dry the freaking alcohol's making my hands. The top, beautiful top coat. And then these two, got to turn them around. They're little Easter eggums. So we made 2 Easter eggs. Oh, I think they would work on your teeny beds, honey. I think they'd still look absolutely beautiful. And what's really fun about those, like, is that you can kind of manipulate the way you want. So if you're doing a design, for instance, like snowflakes, this is winter time, you could use and actually fragment those pieces just a little bit where you wanted them, mat that, and then do a little snowflake on there. You know, like, you could do anything you want. The eggs are the cutest. Thank you. That's why I had to do this tutorial, because as soon as I did the melted chocolate egg, I was like, oh, all of that. But I can also show you, Gina, the manipulation of the larger glitters on a very small nail, and show you like different ways you can use that. We can totally do another live at some point, and I can show you different techniques and stuff, because just because you have tiny nail beds doesn't mean you can have tiny art. No art is tiny. Small but mighty. Let's get that top coat on. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, sweetheart. Because I think a lot of people get caught up, especially with social media, seeing like really long phalanges, like long claws. But not everybody wants that, nor has that. So it's important to show designs on all different lengths so that you can see what's like possible on your own nails. Hello, sunshine. Okay, so obviously this is a teensy bit more bulked out because we put that extra one, but she's perfect. You can see all of the beautiful color. So we are going to pop this in, and then I'm going to just show you the rainbow of creams, the 2 top coats, and then we'll go right into the magnetic polishes. I definitely have the hands and nail beds of a smaller woman. So I can actually show you, if my partner will allow, I can show you her nail beds and mine, and just show how like everybody's kind of born with different lengths. But it doesn't matter, because again, small and mighty, no matter how big or small the bed is, it is still stunning. She's being a barista right now. Thank you. She gave, oh, she shook that nice. Okay, so my partner actually used to be a nail biter, but now I'm actually so impressed. Can we? Okay, wait, come in this way. Okay, thank you. Okay. So she used to be a really bad nail biter, but as you guys can see, she is growing beautiful long phalanges. We're actually going to feature her nails during a live, but if you look at our nails side by side, this is like the difference of beds. So everybody has different nail beds, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when in doing enhancements, you should look at the size of your bed and only go up twice. So that is like a safe length before you can get to the part where it gets so long that it can be dangerous. And no matter the apex you create, the smaller your bed, you have to be careful. So even for myself, I can only go healthily like 2 of those without being in the danger zone. So you will definitely see her beautiful phalanges coming up soon, because we're going to paint them up for her.
Hi, Gina.
Baby said hi. Okay, with that being said, I am going to grab some hand butter, because my hands are ashy right now, and we need to fix that. Let's put some of this. Boom. Okay, let's do a little, because this is crazy now. Okay, there we go. Now when I show things, look at that instant hydration. You guys can see in the early bit of that video. Dang, Daniel. Just one little bit of alcohol to ruin everything. Okay. Right, Gina? Her nails are growing so beautifully. She used to be like, her nails were really bitten. So they were very, like, I don't even think she had that much nail bed. So she has had huge growth. Huge, huge, huge. Okay, so first off, I'm going to show you those two beautiful special effect top coats. These are stunning. Everything and more that you need. And next up, this is the stunning array of pastels. Sans the two that kissed each other. We fixed it, so now they could still kiss, but it's better to kiss once cured. Every nail artist, nail tech, nail enthusiast knows when you've hit the lamp and you just want to cry real tears. But it's a testament to their product that you can just fix it that fast without, you know, I didn't have to go through a bunch of palaver for that, so very, very happy. Oh, no, you sent me a message about your cuticles. Oh my goodness, honey. I have been working like crazy. My mind has been all over the place. I'm sorry. I will go through that and answer any question that you had. I really apologize that I hadn't seen that yet, sweetie. I'm sorry about that. I always say if that happens, just shoot me another message just so it goes like straight to the top. Because I find that, because I get so many messages just from random people, it's not even necessarily about nails, that sometimes it pushes things. So, I appreciate you for understanding, honey. Okay, so this is where the really fun part of the show comes. I mean, this has all been fun, but I had to turn the light down low. We are about to show you the cat eyes. I'm so sorry. I had to take my office chair. Kovu, in or out, buddy? Okay, I can close that. So this is Lime Flash. I don't even have to turn this to no. It is, oh my God, Gina's like, hey there, not a rando. I just saw it pop up. Not a rando. Okay, so here is Lime Flash. Now first, I want to show you just regular glitter polish. Because sometimes, you know, you just want a little bit of glitter. So, at first, don't be fooled by this amazing glitter. Because it doesn't just do that. It's a cat eye. So let me just grab my wand here. I attached a double magnet to my Madame Glam hexagonal magnet. Let's flip that around. Because I just wanted some extra power. Let me turn down the light as low as it will go. There we go. Okay, now, with this polish, you give the light wave of the wand, you get almost like a jelly. You can bring this over, and this is where it gets insane. You wake up, you see that moving? You wake up the magnetic particles, and it makes that rainbow even brighter, but it gives a crushed diamond effect. Isn't that pretty? I could play with cat eyes all day. So let's get a healthy dollop of that on the nail. Gina's like, you knew I had to. Not a random, just your Gina. Well, you're never just anything, honey bun. Okay, do you guys see that formula, how that just hugged to the nail? Now, to really see the true opacity on it, I do like to do 2 coats, and I will do that for these, because I don't think anybody here is about to run away. Look at this. Now, this is where Have you guys seen the movie Splash? Because this is where the magic starts. When you wave this, you can see it moving back and forth and activating that glitter. But what's really cool is you can actually, because I saw when you want to just not place this on another color but use the base color, sometimes you don't want, like you want to switch around the effects for depth. So you can actually push everything away, and that's where you're left more with this like jelly finish. So there's like all sorts of different things you can do to like wake up the polish, maybe make it so that it's more just on the tip, so it gives more of that Frenchy action. You can really manipulate it and move it anywhere you want, but it just makes it so dazzling. So we're gonna pop that in. I am gonna do one more thin coat before we move on to the next color. But where does it even go? Well, that's the really cool thing about the magnetic particles, is it's like they almost just shift, so they're still there. You can wake them up again and move them around. And I always say if you feel like you've shifted too much, that's when you can go in and just give a light swipe when it's still wet before you cure it, and then start dancing that magical wand all over. Gina's so cute. I want a t-shirt that says that. But where does it go? Now, when you guys saw me do those viral magnetic hearts, you're going to want something that's more like a velveteen, like a super cat eye effect. Not these ones that are the glitter ones, because it's harder to create harsher lines. But you definitely can activate it and move it around, because even for this one, I tried to activate it more around the corners to kind of give that like a glow, so it gave like depth and dimension to the strawberry. And normally I would have went with a brighter yellow, but I wanted to use the yellow from the collection for the seeds, and then the green also from the collection Springtime. And then we just made it 3D with Madame Glam's Pot Builder Gel. Okay, so let's put another coat. You almost want to turn the stick over to see if if it fell to the other side. You're like, but where are you? How did we do this? So as you guys can see, these ones do not have to be placed on a special color. Like you don't have to put a white background, black background. You don't even have to do a complementary background. It literally creates its own background. Not saying you don't have to, like you can, for instance, top that, use the Springtime, put a little bit of that on this baby on the free edge, and then ombre that down. Like there's tons of different things you can do, but if you want to just use this, you totally can. Oh my gosh. I want to see, I'm going to turn off. I'm like, I wonder if this is like maximum effect here. So you guys can just see how reactive it is. You see that? I wonder if I can kind of push it down, kind of show you guys. So it's so pretty. Do you see how that has like instant dimension there? Right? Oh my gosh, sister, you said it. It's so mermaidy. Yeah, I just like want that on my phalange. And I love, because they've done different glitter cat eyes, and this is something very new for them, but I haven't seen anything like this. So this is also giving me like Elphaba, Emerald Green City. If we're mixing Elphaba and Glinda, that would definitely be that baby. So now that we have successfully put 2 coats on that, I'd like to see that over a green background. Well, when we get to the demo times, we can definitely do that, honey bun. So next up, we have this stunning blue. Now this blue is called April Showers. Bring May Flowers. So I am just going to pop this open so you guys can see. Oh my gosh, y'all. Holy disco ball. Holy, like, get out of here. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, honey, I would say the same thing. Like, you turn Wicked on, you're gonna hear me sing all of the things. My partner already got that whole show when Wicked had first came out. Alexa had this huge feature that was like, you asked questions and it would tell you if you were more Glinda or Elphaba, and then it would play the soundtrack after. Tell me how The Wizard and Me came on, and girl, I did a whole show. My baby was giggling. She's just like, yeah, that's my girl. But yeah, I went off. Okay, so it's really important to note here, for any polish, but especially when you're working with cat eyes, it's going to look very different if you matte it. But when you seal that in, it gives you such, like, again, as I was saying, like a diamond effect. And when the sun hits this, you're not ready. You ain't ready. It is a truly magical experience. So beautiful. So, speaking of mermaids, let's get this really, really pretty blue. Wait, let me first see if we can stretch out this little lady's phalanges so we can see her design a bit better and move her back. Okay, so let's get into this. And again, as I was saying, they all have round brushes except for the magnetic gels. But you guys see, I have no issue getting up in here, doing the perfect rounded cuticles without spilling product. So Madame Glam's brushes already give you like a lot of control, but I am a sucker for those round brushes. But you guys will see, like, the round brushes are amazing, but they do have, like, add a different effect. So for instance, with the pearlescent colors, when you're applying them on yourself, if you like apply too harshly, you'll have more of a buildup. So it's definitely like you use them differently with different finesses, but you get the same results, like just stunning, stunning nails. Y'all, do you see this? See how it dances? That's what Gina says, like, where does it go? Like, all the way to the left, to the left. All the magnetic particles in a box to the left. I can't. See, it's neat. Like, by moving that, you get more of the jelly and then the particles. Like, you can really move it. Can we talk about the perfect C curve on that swatch stick? Isn't she perfect, actually? She is. I actually picked up these, oh my gosh, sorry, the magnetic sticks stuck to my my phone stand. I picked these up in thought of this collection because I knew in swatching 14 colors, like I would probably like finish out my Madame Glam, like the swatch sticks they sent for me, and I did not want to do that. So I'm actually happy I picked them up, but I can share the Amazon link with you because it will be way cheaper in America than here, but they're definitely worth the moolah. I'm just taking a striper brush and just finessing those sides just so we can have that perfect coverage. And again, these cat eyes are so pretty. Oh, you always squee when you're able to obtain a good C curve with the biab. My nails are completely flat. Okay, so when you're creating that apex, that's the part that's the squee. So like for instance, this part, when you're building that so that it's not just like a flat nail, I was trying to find a really good one because obviously my nails are starting to grow out. But like when you have that perfect, you're just like, oh, the gods open up. So you're giving yourself a structured gel manicure. See, you're going to have very, very long phalanges before you even know it. You're going to just have like, you're going to have long, I'm going to have to cut these. Like, y'all, I was about to just paint them like this and I'm like, but once it grows out after a month, it's going to be too long. I think that's the fun part when I do my new sets is I always cut my nails down and like prepare for that new growth. But y'all, if we're really talking shop right now, recently I tried Madame Glam's new cuticle scoop pusher. They actually sent it over to me for review, and I have not found a cuticle like scraper pusher that's that amazing. The way that it just takes up the dead skin on the plate without harming your natural nail plate, it's just crazy. Like, I had the best prep ever. And my nails, I feel like they've even grown faster because I've only just did this fill like a week ago. How is that almost like looks like a month of growth? Like, that's crazy. So, good prep, healthy, happy nails. They definitely move around different when they're happy. Oh, do you see that? Just the light. So what I was saying about splashes, this looks like the mermaid water. Oh my gosh, before they release the amazingness, you definitely have to get it, honey. And I'll look out because they do have random 50% off sales on their, oh God, these are so pretty. They do have random 50% off sales on their tools. So if I see that, I'll definitely let you know right away. Okay, y'all, I gotta put that in. I will play with that to the end of days. It's just so pretty. So we have 4 more cat eyes to show you. I actually realized there was a bit of a thinner area. So again, when you're swatching, when you go over an apex, depending on the pressure, it can thin the product out in that area. So I'm actually going to just do a light little swipe here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how responsive that is. Okay, let's pop that in. Okay, so that one's going to get top coated in a second because it has its 2 coats. Now, next up is the gold in the bunch. I love that they're cat eye polishes as well. But they have this like beam. It kind of shows the light source that comes out of there, right? So this is called Bedazzle. And y'all, it is all the razzle dazzle. This is one of those colors that could definitely double around Christmas time because it's so pretty. But this was very unique and I actually I loved it on. I wonder, I can also switch out these because I have every single shade for the hand. So you can kind of see the impact of all of one color. So if there is any of the colors that you'd like to see on the hand, just let me know and I can pop out and switch out the tips. So you can see, for instance, like all blue or all the gold color. I'm just gonna pop a top coat on this one. We're just top coating as we go, so then we don't have, I don't want to have the battle where something's trying to kiss inside the lamp. So if we seal it, then we ain't gonna have no issues. Oh, you saw it on my IG? Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. You were like, oh, what's that? I actually, if you get emails from them, they actually featured me on an email blast about that cuticle scoop, and I was so honored when they first reached out even for me to try it, and because natural nail prep and care is so huge to me, so I was really excited. Also, I'm sorry, when we're swatching I totally go like spider hand. I can't help it. We gotta hold this with passion. you oh my gosh, you're like, I knew that looked like your hand. Yeah, that was me, honey bun. Oops. Let's hold that still. It's so funny actually because as sisters, like we know each other's hands from watching content and stuff. And I was actually, it was Maniology. I was going through because they had a BOGO sale. I was going through their plates because it's another obsession. And as I was going through their plates, you know, people do reviews, right? And then they'll show pictures of their hand or what have you. But before I could even, it did not sound creepy, honey. I know all my sisters' hands too. Before I could even see who wrote it, I was like, oh, that looks like my nail sister, Lena. Like, that looks like her hands. Tell me why I look down and it's like, Lena C, something, something. And I'm like, wow, I totally just caught that from her hands. I didn't even have to see what the name was. I didn't have to see nothing. Like, I knew those hands instantly. It was the same thing for Mama when she was featured on Scratch magazine. When I saw her little phalanges in her hand, I was instant. I was like, point blank, period. That is Mama. Miss Mama does nails. You can't tell me nothing. Okay, so let's get the second one on here. I'm having so much fun in this swatch party, guys. I hope you've been thinking about what you'd like to see out of the demo pile that I showed you. I will show you again as soon as we finish these, so that we can make a selection on which one you guys want to see. And then we can also do that one for, I believe it was Althea. Hi, Cordy. Hi, beautiful. How are you doing, sweetheart? Okay, let's give this a little wave. Grandstand wave, right? Isn't she so pretty? It's really the hollow glitter. Like, I gotta put it, I always throw it up, like throwing up nail gang signs. When it gets really close, it gets out of focus, but that's when you can see those glitter, the like rainbow hollow pieces. So to the naked eye right now, I can see this whole thing as rainbow, but sometimes with certain light sources, you can't see that. So I can tell you, though these are stunning right now, when you guys get to see these in person, you will gasp. It's insane. It's so pretty. You're so cute. You're like, I want. You definitely have to get before it sells out, because girl, it's going to sell out with the quickness. Now, we only have 3 more before we go into the demo. So the next up is one of my by far favorites from this collection. This blew my mind. Now, this one is called Glazed Candy. At the beginning, I called it Candy Glazed. Girl, you're not even going to know what's up, what's down when you see this. Now, please, in your mind, if you will, there's a reason why I said, you know, all of the vibes, right? So we have Dorothy's red slippers here. I'm like, I gotta pull that out slow. Are you kidding? Like, that's crazy, and we haven't even done the wave. Should be a new nail term. Have you done the wave? And there's like this like fierce red, crimson red in there. This is insane. By far one of my favorites out of this collection. It's so beautiful, so opaque, and it's different than the other cat eyes. Like, this one almost feels like it has like a foil feel. It's all of the diamonds. It's so pretty. Let's pop that on so you guys can kind of see, because the other ones were giving almost on that first layer like jelly, if you will, but you're gonna see as soon as I swipe this here. Do you see that like instant coverage where it's almost like that foil? This is crazy. This is, if for this collection, they're all beautiful, but this one here would sell me all the rest, basically. It's just so pretty. And again, y'all, that's one coat. You can already see it's stacking perfectly, hugging the nail. Like, that's insane. Right? It's insane how opaque that is. Let me just get the little corner there. And then we're going to start waving that magical wand. I'm also going to turn down once I cure this, because in the dark, this is like giving me like Jessica Rabbit vibes. I was losing it. This one also, you can kind of see the shift a bit more drastic, but the shift in all of them are so beautiful. And again, that's just one coat. Let me just pop that around. The opacity there, and that's why the moment I saw this, I thought strawberry, and that's really why I instantly made this strawberry, because I was like, oh, the definition is already giving me all of the like seeds and the joy and love. Now, this one definitely doesn't need to, but I am going to still go in with that thinner second one in just a moment. And then we only have 2 more. And I guess I saved the best for last because the purple that's coming up and the blush pink, it's gonna steal the heart. Okay, so this collection is called, wait for it, drum roll please. I'm trying to pull up the thing. It's called The Secret Garden, but I wanted to show you this beautiful bang. So it's called The Secret Garden Collection, and it has 14 never before seen soak off gels, with 6 of them being cream pastels, 6 being magnetic, and 2 being special effect top coats. It is insane. I've never seen anything like it. Usually if they do a mid-launch, you might have like a cat eye mid-launch. That's not gonna happen until like the 10th or the 15th of the month. Then they would have had their their launch on the 4th. But this is all jam-packed up into one magical month, and I am living for it. I think this is great. In previous months, they've done like Easter eggs and different things, and I find, like, I love their Easter egg, don't get me wrong, but the fact that they kind of spoiled us with this collection and just gave it to us bam all at once, I'm living for it. I love it, and I can envision, you know, a little pretty egg box or something, but you don't need all that faff. It's this, like, the magic is right here. My bank account is going to be empty. Oh, honey. Well, you can feel free to use my discount code, or if you're already a Madam Glam VIP, then you already have 50% off. But I actually have a 35% off code, which is Raven35. And even if you're not using that code, if you click my link, like the link that's in this description box or in any of them, it will just let them know that I sent you, and you can still use your VIP or anything like that. But at least it'll let Madam Glam know, like, hey, Raven sent them your way. Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't. So I just want to push this a little bit so you can see the jelly. Do you see like the jelly in the center there? Oh, thank you, beautiful. That means the world. I know there's a lot of codes out there, so if you think of me, that means the world. But regardless, we want you to get them savings so you can enjoy. But like, isn't that crazy? It's so pretty. Like, that's why I said, like, no matter what, they're all pretty. But this one sold it for me. It was just everything. So let's pop that in. I'm going to top coat that in a second. I do want to save one of my favorite ones for last. So I'm going to go over to the Blush Twinkle. And then I have the last but not least one in the corner here. So this is Blush Twinkle, which is such an adorable name. And I really appreciate you, all of you. You guys are like the absolute sweetest. Look at that. Y'all, oh my gosh, I'm screaming. It's so pretty. Okay, let me just quickly grab my swatch stick. Sorry, a Raven quake just happened. I also really love these swatch sticks because there's a lot of ones that I've purchased and they almost have like a fluff on them. So it's not even like my fur baby fluff, it's whatever fluff of the factory. And I'm sorry, I don't need you out here contaminating my bottles and all this ish, like, no. And I would cleanse it and I would be like, there's still hair. Like, there's still this, there's still that. How is that still there? So I actually did a big hunt for these ones because I was so sick and tired of that. So y'all, do you guys already see? That was so fast. Is that not insane? Like, these are so pretty. I can't, my little heart just swoons big time for these. I am going to top coat this one. As I said, we're going to top coat as we go, just so that there's no accidents in the lamp. And I really do, the reason why I selected these swatches specifically is I did want it to mimic like a natural nail so that you could see like, this is what it would look like on my nail. I always grab these and like flip them, oh my gosh, flip them up on myself so that I can kind of be like, ooh, is that my color? Or like if I have one of my beautiful friends over or something and they want their nails done, I'm like, put these on so you can kind of see and guess if you would like that or not. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one in the lamp. We're going to do the second one of the blush. Right? Isn't it so smart? There's actually a French tip hack as well to see like Frenches with different nude bases. I'm actually going to make that video for using like Madame Glam goodies, because it is really nice if you have clients, because I find out of all the times that I've had like clients or people ask for nails, they like surprisingly they're always asking for French. So I think that that's a really cool, there was like a little video I saw and I'm like, I want to do that. Y'all, do you see that? You don't even have to do much with this, but this activates everything. And you can see here that silver moving, that band of diamonds. And it just makes it so pretty. Like, that's crazy. And it's more than just typical glitter, right? And it self-levels, like, sorry, it's kind of going out of focus, but if you see there, it self-levels so fast that you have no bulking. If anybody knows, like, thick glitters, you can almost have it where it's, like, bumpy on your nail, but no, nay. The way this self-levels is just heaven. I'm gonna pop that in as well. So that was the second coat of that one. And then last but not least, we have this really pretty, this is one of my favorites. It's called Heavenly. And y'all, heaven wrapped up in a bottle. Okay, I had to do a whole dance with the bottle because this is literal heaven. I don't even know where where did you come from? Okay, she's gone. Okay, are you ready? I gotta turn down the light for this. Give some mood lighting. All of the lights in here, baby. Okay, ready? Oh my gosh. Y'all, we gotta do the slow dance. Isn't she lovely? Are you kidding? Look at that. Okay, we need to get the wand. We need to see this right now. We ain't waiting. We ain't waiting for no nail. Like, look, okay, I'm gonna move everything. Look at that. You got this at first. It's like some sparkle space jelly. And then we move it again. And now you have all that sugar and spice and everything nice. Like, look at that. That's crazy. You cannot tell me that that's not pretty. And then, like, look at that. Holy space balls. Like, that is so beautiful. And again, the dimension in there is crazy. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, well, I hope that this is on the way to you, because this, baby, and look, it's so pretty, it's not moving. Some cat eyes fall so fast that the moment that you magnetize it, you need to run into the lamp so fast or you're gonna have no design. This is still holding that. And again, for like the really sharper lines, you're gonna have to do it. Bam. And then cure, so you get that sharp line. But you see, it does not fall very much with the swiftness. Kopa! Okay, enough playing. Nah, there's never enough playing. I'm just going to lusciously swipe on here. And then we can get into the nail demos, which I'm very excited about. Now, normally I do Enchanted, that sounds awful. Normally I do Enchanted Kelly's technique, in which you turn this over and you actually place the product inside. But the reason I didn't do it this time is this actually has like a frosted, almost matte back. And that would also affect how bright this was. So it wouldn't exactly give you the same vibes, if you will. So I did not. It's your favorite too, iCordy? Oh, honey, just wait until, first of all, I get that magnet on it. And second, the second coat. The second coat is what makes it like, oh, magic. Okay, let's do a little bit of wand action here. Magic wand. So you see how the particles are moving. You almost have that glitter, but then bam, that is all cat eye. And all of them are this reactive. It's just you need very good lights to be able to see. But I feel like if you were doing like an intergalactic space set, or even if you didn't want to do any nail art and you just wanted this alone on your nails, this is such a satisfying, like just show-stopping color. I would have given this like Cosmic Queen or something. Okay, so while that is cooking, I am going to quickly top coat the blush. Just wipe some of that excess off. I'm so happy I switched out top coats because this one is definitely not contaminated. Oh my lordy. Oh my Lanta. Look at that. I gotta like just bring her all up close and personal. Are you kidding me? Like, she's so pretty. Is there any of the colors or cat eyes or anything that you'd like to see on the hand? Because I also have individual swatches of every single color that I can pop on the hand, and I have like all four of them, so you can kind of see if there's a certain color you're thinking about purchasing, or you kind of want to see a bigger example of. Let me know, and I can quickly just pop that on for you. I have every single one of like every 14. Every one of the 14, I mean. I'm so excited. I've been turning words into other words today. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm actually starting to feel like myself because I have my coffee. Things are coming together. But I can't get over like the glitter on that. Isn't that so pretty? I love that Madame Glam is doing all sorts of different kinds of cat eyes. So they're not just sticking to one, like the more velveteen or like the super cat eye. They have a little bit of everything. And this is so pretty. I agree, sister. Words are hard. So I'm about to top coat that one. But while that is happening, I wanted to show you guys these again so we could pick which one we're going to do. Oh, that's okay, honey. So in the beginning, I can quickly show you now, I swatched the creams. So the cream gels, they give you 6 never before seen rainbow arrange of pastels. So this is a pastel rainbow. And what I really love is they give you a little bit of everything, but not just that, this yellow. I was freaking out. Like, there is not an Easter without that pretty yellow. So this collection, as I was saying before, doesn't just have these 6 creams. It also has 2 special effect toppers. These 2 are called, so this first one here, this is Glam Sprinkles. And then second is Love Sprinkles. And these ones can be used as a special effect topper, because that's what they are. They're a special effect top coat. You can use them as such, or you can use them as a base and buff them down on your nail and then do whatever design. And so, for instance, this one has the Dalmatian top coat. Let me see if I can quickly grab that so you guys can see what it looks like. But in regards to that one, it is also a no wipe. Oh, actually, this is just a regular gel. I really thought this was a top coat as well. But this is Dalmatian. And if you guys look, it has actually like glitter in it as well. But this makes the most perfect mottled eggs. So that's why I was like, I have to. Okay, let's get that top coat on this baby first, and then we can go into showing you. Look at that. A dollop will do. Oh my gosh, I can't. That is so pretty. Let's get all the excess off. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. You guys can't, oh, just dropped some more. Okay, so I'm actually using, I'm going to show you in a second. I'm using Madame Glam's silicone matte. So it's actually really unapologetic when you drop anything. I'm going to quickly clean up the two things I dropped, but it's, this thing's a lifesaver. I'm going to quickly move it so you can kind of see. It's going to be blocked, obviously, by the swatches. But it says Madame Glam. And it's their really large matte. So I really love it. Let's try to get something. I love it because it's bright and you can work on it and you don't have any issues. Just going to quickly clean up my spot here as this thing's trying to go out of focus. Oh, yes, the strawberry nail is with the cat eye. The red cat eye. So I can quickly show you. I'll grab it. So this cat eye, it instantly gave me strawberry vibes, and that's why I was like, I have to do that strawberry nail, because like, come on. Like, so pretty. Okay. So before I show you all the cat eyes, I just want to get you guys thinking. So I'm going to do similar to what Kelly says here, where from 1 to 5, you guys can put in the chat which one you want to see recreated. Now these two are Easter eggs, so they're more meant to be looked at like this. Got a tie-dye egg and then just like a fun... I figured I thought it was going to be either of these two. So just vote below, and then we'll get into that magic. And then do you guys want to see any of the colors on this hand? I can switch them out and have all the colors if you want to see a greater representation. But I am going to quickly grab all of these girls to show you guys the colors. So they have one that matches each glitter. I mean each, what's it called? Each cream. Oh my gosh, y'all. So we have one for the strawberry and one for the tie-dye. I think personally, if you guys will stick around, I can do both of them. Look at that. Need your sunglasses, right? These are so pretty. And again, that cat eye makes the glitter, like it just takes it up several notches. I'm actually going to turn off this one light here so you guys can see even how brighter it gets. Isn't that pretty? I also did iCordy. I just released it on Instagram, the whole tutorial of this guy, the chocolate covered egg. But I can definitely do the tie-dye afterwards, or maybe kind of simultaneously, because there's going to be times that it has to be like in the lamp. So let me just put these over and we'll get into the demo. Just 1 second. Let me see if maybe I can rearrange. Do you guys like my little... I got these really darling butterfly lights. They're so sweet. I love them so much. They definitely were giving all of the Secret Garden vibes. But let me just quickly move the swatches so that they're near us. Okay, so we are going to need this rainbow here. So I'm going to grab these if we're going to do the tie-dye as well. And then we'll need the red. I swear, having a fur baby, my lint roller, it goes out of style. How much I end up having to use it. Okay, let's move these over. Oh my gosh, the ASMR moment. Green is next. Sorry, y'all. That's almost done. You guys are so sweet. We'll definitely do all of that magic. Probably have to fit 3 of these on either side. I'm gonna run out of room. Yeah, we're totally gonna have to go on the other side here. Pink, gold, red. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I know that took a moment. But that range alone is so pretty. It's insane. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the goodies needed to create. Just looking for my little diamond. There we go. Pop. Okay, so for the strawberry design, I actually wanted to use as many of the colors as possible from the collection. Let me make sure my lamp is on. Okay, everything's good. It didn't die on me. Okay, so on the palette, I'm going to grab the Sunshine Love. That's going to be the little seeds. And then I'm also going to grab a dollop. Where's the green? Springtime. That's going to be for the leafage, the greenage. Gina's like, I need my sunglasses for all these colors. It's going to be the green leafy. And then because we're going to do that tie-dye nail, I'm actually going to take this time and quickly put all those colors on the palette as well, because that just makes life easier. So we're going to start off with the foliage balayage. We're going to start off with this Tidal Glow. I'm just putting a healthy amount, but not too much of each color. So Tidal Glow, and then the green again that I just showed you guys. And for the tie-dye, we used every single one of the colors, so we're going to be putting those all out. The yellow. Then we need the pink. Gina, I'm going to tell you in a second when I have to plug my phone in, just for you to give me a reminder, because I would hate to see the phone die during this stream. I'm at about half mass right now, so I still have about 15-20 minutes before I have to plug it in, and it's danger zone. So, you know. Okay, so sorry, we're going to put some of this magic down on the palette as well. This is the Tulip Flame. And sorry, so you kind of, I'm off off screen in the corner here, but I'm just placing these all down. And then we're just gonna grab the, last but not least, Lilac Bloom. And we're gonna also put that down. So even though Madame Glam might have colors that are like in the same gradient or stuff like that, I can't get over how often, like one of my sisters, like for instance, my sissy Danelle sent me a picture and I saw the nails and I was like, oh my gosh, that's this color. And it's like out of the, you know, thousands of polishes. She's like, yeah, it is. How did you know? So it's too funny. Just gonna slip that over there. Get my magical wand out. So for the strawberry nail, you have to start off with the cat eye. And again, this one is the glazed candy. So we're gonna start that off. And I do want the jelly aspect of this polish to stay. So we are going to use the wand to kind of push it out in a halo effect and get the magnetic particles to shine brighter around what's going to be the strawberry. So instead of a shadowing, we're almost creating like a halo. So you just put a healthy amount on there. And then this is where at first I'm going to remove all the stuff in the center here, just so we have that jelly color. And then slowly I'm going to bring the aura back just around the edges. And we're going to do this twice to get maximum definition. So this is what I was looking for. And we're going to pop that in. Okay, so what else do we need? Okay, so for the 3D strawberry, you are going to need some kind of builder gel. You can use the Biab, so that's the Pure Serenity builder gel that I use for my nails. You can also use this. I do find that this one's a bit more firmer, so I really enjoy them, but they're basically the same. Obviously in a Biab, any kind of builder gel in a bottle, they're going to want it to be thick, but not so thick you can't get it out of the bottle. And so I do understand why the pot one might be a little bit more, like have a higher viscosity. Get the ASMR moment. Oh, that coffee is giving me life. Sweet heavens, I didn't know how much I needed that. Okay, so going back in here. Now this is going to be that final coat for this stage of it. And as you guys see, it already had the perfect opacity, but I do want to do those 2 thin coats just so I can have the brightest, oops, sorry, didn't mean to knock you there. Just so that we could have the brightest finish. So this stage is done. I just have to wave the magical wand. Oh my gosh, Cordy, I think you weren't here yet. I actually just showed my partner's hands on the camera, and we're actually going to be going live together, and I'm going to be doing her nails. She stopped nail biting, and she's going through a whole nail journey. So I get to bring my partner to work. Don't you worry. And you can ask any questions you'd like. Cordy was thinking of you, baby. She's like, you have to do a bring your partners to work day. I'm like, oh, we just showed her phalanges like 20, 30 minutes ago. Hi, Cordy. Aw, baby said, hi, Cordy. Okay, let's get this. Sometimes for that, like, very strong, I'm just going to grab my neodymium magnet. I'm just going to hover it here just for that really sharp. See how it moves? Like really. She said, hey, chica. Okay, let me. Hola. She really said hi, chick, but I added the Kovu, it's okay, buddy. No one's there. Kovu. Okay, so now we have really, really, really pretty magic there. So this will be to my satisfaction. And then I did want to move this a little bit so it's a little bit more jelly. Okay, perfect. Okay, so once you like it, and you can literally do it any way you want, but it's looking very strawberry to me. We're gonna put that down, and I'm gonna grab my striper brush. Thank you guys for coming to be a part of this stream. Trying to figure out how I'm going to attach this without being such a big problem. Attach the charging cable without it being a you know what. Okay, let me pop this in. I don't want it to hover. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Thank you for enchanting us with your lovely self and skills. Thank you, beautiful. Oh my goodness, I wish I could hug you. Okay, I'm really sorry, guys. There's going to be some movement on the screen here. I am trying to figure out how to attach this without it giving me a bunch of trouble. I'm trying to attach my charging cable. Okay, no, not that. Just trying to go out. No, no, no. Nay, nay. Okay, hopefully that. Okay, if I hit it a little bit here and there, I'm sorry. I have a large cord attached to it. But I don't want it to die right when we're getting into the thick of it. No, baby, it's just, there's no good way to put this without it being in my face. Kovu, buddy, I'm gonna just double check if it's not the post. Is someone at the door, bud? I know you are the... No one's there, buddy. Go on. I'm gonna lock you with the baby gate here. So you can stay with us but not get to the door. I had to close the baby gate so he could stay with us. He keeps running to the door like, who there? Thank you for your protection. You're a good boy. Do you want to come snuggle? Go on the bed. Come. Come. I hear you bothering Auntie in the kitchen. Come on. She's so cute. She's like, he ain't bothering me. No, I just know he's not allowed in there. Go up. Okay, he's back here. Oh my gosh. Okay, Gina, no worries, sweetie. This will be put up, so if you have to rewatch it. Baby, he wants to be with the both of us. He ran in here, ran to her. It's like, I love you. Okay.
Make your lobster soon.
Thank you, baby. Oh, the alarm for the phone. Okay, I did put it on, honey. I actually just quickly grabbed it and put it on the charge. That's why I said it's really weird, because I have this awfully big, what's it called? I have a charger in my face right now, but that's okay. You guys are worth it. And this was a fully charged phone, eh? It's just because of the darn light. The light on it, sorry guys, didn't mean to hit there. The light on it, I swear to heavens, it just drains all the battery. Gina, you're a real one. Thank you, honey. I just, I knew there was a danger zone where if I didn't get it in, then there would be a big problem. So there's no right or wrong way to do the little leafage. It's just however much you want to see. it doesn't matter. Can I see those chocolate egg nails? Of course, curious. That's not a problem. So I actually did the chocolate egg nails with this collection. Let me just bring it up. So this has the index finger is Tidal Glow. The middle finger is Springtime. The yellow is Sunshine Love. And the pink is Bunny Bliss. And then I put the Dalmatian top coat on her. Let me just back up. Turned out it was really, really cute. Oh, Cordy, you had eye surgery? Oh, I'm so sorry. And if I read anything wrong, I apologize. I really hope you heal up like so fast, sweetie. I'm sorry to hear that. But also, it's a good thing because if you got this surgery, then hopefully it's going to help anything that was bothering you. Sorry, y'all. If you could bear with me, I'm going to pop this into the lamp. And do you see how opaque the green is on top of there? I'm going to pop that into the lamp and I'm going to quickly move the stand because I am bumping into it. So it doesn't really make working too efficient. Just get a little tip on there. So this is the green on the red, so you can already see how opaque and beautiful it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop that into the good old lamp. Okay, so while that's in the lamp, let me try to move this a little bit. Okay, let's try to not hit anything. Lord have mercy, it's because it's a clamp. There we go. Oh my gosh, did that just work? Did my dreams just come true? Yes! Okay, I'm not gonna hit my face anymore. Oh, success. Okay, now let me just back this on up. Don't you tell me I changed my orientation. My orientation's been the same since I came out, okay? Sorry, YouTube was yelling at me, telling me I changed my orientation. Incorrect. It's been the same. Don't you talk this BS. Okay, we got it working. Let's set the stage here. Make it all pretty. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm so extra. You guys already know this. This ain't your first rodeo. Okay. So let's get on to the seeds. Now, there's no perfect way to do this. Oh, curious. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I actually have like a lot of tips and tricks. So first of all, one of my big things is a rubber base coat. I actually use Madame Glam's rubber base coat, and ever since I've been using it, I have been like losing it over at the strength of the nail. But also, I use their builder gel. And so using the rubber base coat so that it bends but it doesn't break, first off, and then using something strong like the gel, I just find that my nails have never been this strong or long. So I really attribute, and then as well using, what's it called? You got a cuticle a day, like cuticle oil, keeps the nail doctor away. So it's really essential that you use that. Did you give him a treat? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just trying to stagger these. So where they kind of go in the middle of whatever the next one is. So they do not have to be perfect by any means. Oh, Cordy, you didn't think these were my nails? Yeah, they're very much my natural nails, my love. I actually have to cut them down because they've grown too much. Okay, But yeah, I do a lot on natural nail care, and also your prep is really important. And I don't do a soak off very often because I'm constantly cutting my nails down. So I'm really passionate about nail health and all of that. So these are very much my natural nails. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are so sweet. So I'm just gonna pop that in. And again, they're seeds. They do not have to be perfect, but the pattern that you kind of stagger them is really important. Let me back up. So I don't know how to really show this properly on here. Kind of maybe like this. So these are very much my natural nails. And I quit like smoking cigarettes and tobacco over 2 years ago, and I find that like my nails have become so like white almost. These will always be off white, so it's not going to be like a tissue test. But they used to be so yellow and just horrible when I was smoking before. So I've never had nails this long before, and it's definitely the products. The fact that they have that vegan formula, all of that magic, and just cuticle oil every single day. Cuticle oil, cuticle oil. Gina, I'm so proud of you. That's so hard. My brother's been trying to quit. Honestly, sis, I went cold turkey. My partner also went cold turkey, and it made us both feel so much better. I've been pretty like transparent. We live in a legal area in Canada, so I definitely enjoy outside the greenery, if you will. But yeah, no tobacco for me because it's so easy to go down that well, especially with stress and other things, but they're just not good for you, man. They take your life. You know, the expectancy, the way they just cut everything, it's just horrible. That's the only way I've been able to quit soda. Oh, cold turkey. Oh, you're still trying to quit, Cordy? Oh, honey. There was this app I found actually, and it tells you like when you do quit, it lets you know it's like your lung capacity is healing, like skin elasticity. It goes into this whole thing, but it's actually pretty, and it also tells you like how much money you've saved. And I think that was another thing for my partner and I, like a pack was like $20 or $22.50, and that was for 25 smokes. And like when I got super stressed, I was having like, we're gonna be transparent here, I was having almost a pack a day. It was really bad. And with chronic pain and stress, it's so easy to, you know, you can potentially get a bad habit trying to relieve that stress, right? So I'm so happy. At first I like weaned myself down, and then I just quit. I just stopped. I was like, bye-bye. You will not be in my life anymore. Okay, so once you've done all this, an important step is to top coat. So I gotta top coat this baby. Okay, what all does the cuticle oil benefit? I used to... Ooh, okay, so you're asking me all these really fun questions that I just love. So the reason why cuticle oil is so important, first off, when you first do your nails, is we're often using things like alcohol and other products that can be stripping to the natural oils of your nail. Like not your nail, sorry, but like your cuticle, your skin, all of that, your hands. But not just that, as time continues, you should be doing it every day, because throughout the different, how do I say this? The different seasons have an effect on your nails, and your nails are basically like sponges. So the more dried out they get, the more chance they have of curling, of breaking, of all of that. So technically you should be putting cuticle oil under, like under here, and on top, like all around. And this really helps to like have the most healthy skin, and as well, it's like, how do I describe it? You're like creating a foundation. It's going like into the cells almost. So it just creates everything to be more healthy and happy, if you will. Okay, so we have this gorgeousness. Oh, I love the tips and tricks you're sharing. Okay, so for this one, you're going to want to cure in between each line. If you do not do that, you are going to be very upset because it is just going to spill everywhere. Now, this is a very well-loved builder gel. Excuse all the little fuzzums, but in here you can see how much has been used. For my 3D art, for gel structured manicures, it is just everything. Now, first off, you're going to make sure that your brush is clean because you're not going to want to dip in there with a chance of contaminating because you're going to dip right into that pot. That pot's going to be your best friend for the rest of this design. Okay, so Cordy said I like fizzy water. That's what my partner does. She's been on a Coke ban, so no Coca-Cola. So she's been, there's like these little flavorings that you can get that are very healthy. We also have one of those soda, I don't know what it's called, the soda streams. Okay, so right now you're going to want to go in between the layers. So I want to start here, but you can start anywhere. And I'm just slowly going straight down. Then I'm going to turn it, make sure I've got it as flush to the first foliage. Going to make sure that's exactly where I want it. And then we're going to cure. So that's one line. Oh, Soda Stream. Yes, that's the name. I'm so sorry. That's what I was looking for. So you're just going to continue this. And it's really important when you get down to the edges here that you kind of give a soft wipe so that you don't get like a huge pooling there. You definitely don't want that. Oh, Cordy, thank you, honey. So I usually, when doing 3D strawberry, we're making new words today. When doing 3D strawberry art, I usually go in with multiple different reds, including really deep burgundies to create like the shading. But I think with this cat eye, it's very fun. It gives you all of that shading, so it makes it just so beautiful. Yeah, Gina, words are hard today. I'm just going with it. Let the art speak for itself, because clearly this girl can't speak right now. Let's just say Madam Glam's products are so good, they left me speechless, y'all. Okay, so let's do another. So gel follows gel. So that was a little bit thinner than I like, so I'm gonna go on the top of it. But as you can see, it just all flows together. So that's really nice without it spilling. So I'm gonna pop that back in. Now, a lot of people, there's been like controversy online about these dang strawberries, and so many people say that they actually don't like this technique and they prefer just to put like a solid extension gel, like that big blob down, and then kind of poke holes through it, which you can definitely do. But I think this way, if you just stick with it, it's also so satisfying. So I really love it. And all of that, honey, I find, especially being a chronic pain warrior, there's days that I can't even access the word I'm trying to access because, like, I'm in so much pain. So I try to just go with the flow. If it's a good day, we'll do it. If it's a bad day, who knows what words are coming out. Hi, Eldon. Thank you so much. How are you doing, honey bun? Okay, and then last but not least, we're going to go down here. Now this one, I'm going to go very thin. This is really just for the vision. I don't want it to go and bulk out the whole side here. I was like, don't be afraid to touch the nail. Give it some caresses. Okay, pop that in. And now we're going to go on the diagonal across from what we just did. Okay, so let me read what Curious is saying here. Do you know anything about nails going too far back past the, okay, so the meat, the white of the nail? You had to cut off your growth from there, and I'm not sure what's happening, though I was having some difficulty. I was peeling lots of gel polish. Oh no, okay, so if you're putting gel polish directly on your nail, if you don't do proper prep, and even if you do proper prep, sometimes it'll still come off. And that's why Gina was talking about a structured gel manicure. So what I've done on my nails, for instance, right, is I've used something similar to this. So instead of the builder gel being in a pot, it's a builder gel in a bottle. And you can use a thin amount of that product, but when you put that on there, it not only strengthens your nails, but it gives something for the polish to grip to. But what you were speaking about it going too far back, you might have to wait a moment and let your nail kind of grow out a bit before you go into to your set. Because I've had it where my pinky nail, I had it go all the way into the meat. So I had an injury to my nail, and actually my entire nail ended up coming off, and I had to have a procedure done to grow that nail back. So you can definitely heal up all of the stuff, but there are certain things. Sorry, one second, there's a message held for review. Oh, they're trying to block my partner in crime here. There we go. There we go. I fixed it. They were trying to block, but she wasn't saying anything wrong. Okay. Yeah, they tried to block you. It's okay. Because you said biatch, they thought maybe you're cussing me. Why don't they do that when there's racial slurs and stuff?
Right?
How about you use that energy for good when people are being transphobic and freaking, you know, ableist? Don't come for people for just speaking their true mind. Get out of here. Okay, so now we're going to go crisscross applesauce.
Right?
Like, it's the same thing during COVID. Like, you say COVID, and there's all these resources that pop up. What about having other resources for people, you know? Okay, so we're going to pop that in. My nails were okay. They didn't go all the way back to the meat, but it was just a little random, and I have a base gel. Oh, no worries, honey. It happens to the best of us, and it's all a learning curve. But if you really are, like, deep in the meat, I would suggest it grow a little bit before you go in. But then if you do a structured gel manicure, like with some kind of builder gel, do like a gel overlay, even if it's very thin, then you go in with your other colors and you'll be so shocked at how it stays. Like, my manicures last for a month, 5 weeks, no chipping, no nothing. I'll have wear out towards the free edge just from like scratching things and stuff, but it never chips. It doesn't do anything like that. So that's like a big saving grace. Okay, y'all, so I'm just going to dip back into, and sorry, let me just give you a visual of what I'm doing here. So I'm slowly going in because we don't want a bunch of bubbles, and then slowly coming out, and then kind of in a circular motion, going circular until it separates and there's nothing attached. So you just have a blob. You're allowed to talk about menopause and all the things. They should not be censoring you. It's more, I think that should mostly be used for like bullying and hate speech and all of that, right? I just like that they let us be able to review it, so at least it didn't just erase it for like no way. It actually gave me the option. Okay, so we're gonna continue to crisscross these. And these really remind me of those candies that, you know, if you have a good grandma, she had those candies. I've had a current manicure for 4 weeks with builder gel in a bottle on my base. See? That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people, they put it on their natural nail and then they complain about the product saying, oh, the gel isn't good, it's peeling off. No, baby, that is the oils of your natural nail, and that's actually what those oils are meant to do, right? But if you want it to last, you gotta do some things. Yes, the hard, yes, all of that, the candies. Okay, so we dip back in. So how do you guys feel about me doing the tie-dye nail after this? Would you like to see it, or would you rather see that in like a tutorial or something? It's completely up to you guys. If you'd like to see it, I can quickly do it. I took all the colors out. If you guys are over it and you're like, you know what, Raven, we want to head out, that is a-okay with me. It's whatever you beautiful humans would like, because the stream is so much better having you guys here. Aw, okay, I'll definitely do it, my loves. I just want to make sure you guys wanted to stick around. Though, I don't know what's happening, but the colors I selected, they're all rolling together, so I might have to take out a little extra, but it should work. They just decided they wanted to tie-dye themselves. Okay. Do you see how this is really creating those grooves though? It's so fun. And I think we only have like one. And then usually what I like to do is actually sponge the top coat on so it doesn't get gross. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Is your apartment learning? Yeah, everybody's just sitting outside like, oh, Raven's doing a tutorial again. My neighbor, actually, he watches my videos and he's so funny. He's like, I could hear you giggling from the balcony. And I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it's a joy. It's like, okay, good then, I guess. There we go. So delicious. Oh, leaning. I thought you said learning. Is it leaning? I hope not. I mean, I don't like to joke like that considering we were just a part of a freaking earthquake the other day. And then we saw a full submersible come out on the water. And oh, it's still there. Oh my heavens. Okay, let me close this. So, how did you guys like the strawberry? It is pretty, as soon as you get like your technique down with the builder gel, it's really nice. Okay, I'm gonna grab another one of these nails here. Okay, so for this one, these gels, they are a little bit like, though they have like a perfect viscosity, they are a bit thinner. So there's sometimes when you merge the colors a little bit of, I don't know how to describe it, where it's kind of moving around. It doesn't move around much on the nail, but there is a little bit of merging fun. So don't be afraid of that if that happens. But you guys are gonna see like this formula is perfect for this design. Okay, so I was just trying to get like an even coverage there. This all has to be wet. So that's why I was talking about sometimes you might have a little bit of movement, but it's okay. You just don't want it sliding all the way down the nail, which I have no fear of it doing because, again, I've done this. I know that there might be a little bit of movement, but nothing crazy. Thank you, iCordy. I'm so glad you love it. I couldn't resist. As soon as I saw the cat eye, like that was something that inspired as I was doing the swatches. I looked at that red cat eye and I was like, I'm sorry, I must do a strawberry. There's no ifs, ands about it. Okay, so we're gonna just, and off camera you can't see, but I'm just taking a lint-free wipe and just wiping before I dip into the next color. But I'm not like going through acetone. It's not that deep. It will come out. But it just allows you, especially if you are working on a client, allows you to work really nice and fast, which I love. That's why also I wasn't afraid to also do this tutorial for you guys, because this one's even faster. The whole design has to be done wet, so this is kind of what I'm doing if you guys want to see. I just kind of have it in the corner here so that I can grab it and go. Okay, so we're gonna dip into that pink. And you guys already know I pretty much am the rainbow child. So even last month I had to do like the pastel tie-dye, but I found like the pastels were even lighter than this. This is very much a brighter collection. So even though I had already did the tie-dye, I'm like, come on, let's be real. For my collection, I also did tie-dye. I can't get enough. Like no matter what, if it's neon, if it's pastel, I think my soul is tie-dye, so I just have to do it all the time. I mean, a lot of techs like to do ombres and things like that, so what if I want to tie-dye everything all the time? I mean, it's my prerogative, right? Like, for all intents and purposes, I'm probably going to have to do a full set of this darn tie-dye. Is there any of the other designs that you guys liked? Because I'll film that as my next tutorial. If there was one you guys would like to see. Okay. So one needs to use the polish generously. Okay, so when you are doing the tie-dye, I do like to do it quite generously. You can do it thinner if you'd like, but I do like to put on a pretty generous, and like as I was saying here, you can kind of see where this is seeping a little bit, but it's not going to matter for the design. But yeah, I like to use a pretty generous. Holy Toledo, who's doing that? Oh my gosh. Somebody was just on the horn like crazy. And as you can see, that's just gel following gel. Nothing has actually seeped off the sides. So it's pretty amazing if you think of how hard I'm holding this, that really we're not having much movement. It's pretty impressive. And there's even polishes, like all of the Madame Glam paints, for instance, those wouldn't move one bit. Like they would have no movement. But again, I know that I'm being heavy-handed with it because of this design. I want that. You're gonna see once I start doing the swipey swipe. I also didn't do a white base, which you can do, and you can kind of use less polish if you'd like. But this is kind of my sweet spot. So let's get the green here. Okay, so now that you've got this all done, I'm just gonna quickly put this on. I'm gonna make sure I have like a kitchen roll, paper towel right beside me, because you're gonna wanna wipe every time because it will muddy the design and it will look gross, and we don't want that. Okay, so let me give it a chance to kind of flow backwards. I'm gonna pop a bubble while I wait for that to happen. Okay, and now the tie-dye magic begins. So you're gonna see why I was not nervous about any kind of movement in a second. So off camera, I am giving a cleanse to ensure that it's moving proper. Now, the first step is to evenly distribute it downwards. I'm still here. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then you're going to want to flip it like a Missy Elliott song, flip it and reverse it. Still cleansing your brush every time. And so do you see when we do this, it kind of pushes it back up. So if you did have any area that began to slide down, it would be no issue because you're going to fix it right then and there. So that's why I said using like extra product for this, it's not the worst thing because you're still going to have that so smooth. So I'm going to quickly pop that in. And then I'm going to cleanse that nail because it's going to be just filled with color tacky layer magic. And so after I cleanse that, that's when I'm going to put on that award-winning matte. Unless you guys would like to see it glossy, because this is matte here. This was the test nail. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Okay, so we will do it matte. Just give it a couple seconds in the lamp. And as that is cooking, let's take out our strawberry nail. So, oh, actually, we missed a step. Sorry, on the strawberry nail, I got so excited. We got to do the 3D element as well on the leaf. We didn't do the foliage. I was just about to show it to you, and I was like, wait a minute, there's something missing. Okay. I love the control of this builder gel. As you guys can see, like it is giving me all the control. There's actually a trend that's going viral, which is like 3D puffy nails. I was actually thinking about doing a live to do those, and it's really nice. Like you mix some builder gel in with whatever color your choice is. And the 3D puffs really reminded me of these. Hi, sweetums. Can I get you something? Not one bit. This live was really good so far. Have all the amazing sissies here. Okay, let's wipe. Do you see how it's really only going where I'm putting it? It's not falling anywhere else, so it's giving me time to work. I was able to do all 3 of that area. I'm just going to turn it around for extra effect. Let that kind of build, if you will. Then I'm going to cleanse that other nail and matte it. I would love to see a full set of the tie-dye. Okay, we will do that for sure, honey bun. I'll probably do it on the practice hand. Hi, Cordy. I wish my partner would to me the way, would talk to you the way your partner does. Stop, honey. I'm so sorry to hear that he doesn't, because that you deserve all of that, and that's not right. I really think like a true partnership, you should encourage each other's hobbies. So like my partner, for instance, she actually does, she makes rugs. So whenever she's making a new rug, like I love to support her creativity and everything, and she supports me with the nails. But like no matter what your passion is, your partner should be there. You know, I really hope he smartens up, because you are an amazing soul and you deserve to be treated like the queen you are and talked to with love and respect and all of the things. I would love to see a Lee rug. Gina, wait a minute. Are you not following Boundary Rugworks? You need to go to Instagram. Boundary Rugworks. Yeah. She also made me a keyboard rug. So I'm going to be able to feature that on the channel soon. I have like a little rug with my name, and it has kind of like a sea background. It's very pretty. Oh my gosh, you're not following her? Definitely. Boundary Rugworks. You'll love it. The way I'm going to IG too, so swiftly. Yeah, she does custom rugs. So if ever there's like a customized rug that you want for your house, you can actually commission it through her. So she does all customized. It can be anything, within reason, but she can do a lot. Yeah, definitely check it out. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so let's bring these 2 beautiful strawberries. Oh my gosh, wait, let me turn off the light for a second so we can see these little darling. Don't they look like candy? I feel like you could eat these. I feel like you could. They're so delicious. Let me turn back on the mood lighting. Yeah, I definitely think that this was the perfect color for these little candy sweeties. And then not just that, let's finish the, so let's wipe this with some alcohol. Are you okay?
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, so I can show you guys. Okay, so do you guys know Kenny from South Park? So Baby did a keyboard rug for Kenny, or rather of Kenny. So this is kind of like a sample of the work. Let me try to... But it's like so plush. And also she has like really like professional backing. And she can do like really large or technically any size that you want of rug. But yeah, boundary rug works. But like look at that plushness. Oh, you gotta, I love it. I love it. I love it. And now I need it. I need it. Okay. Where is the velvet mat? Where are you? Don't you hide from me. I know she can't be far. I just took it out for the... Oh, here we go. Okay, so using some... That's base coat. Girl, don't make me fight you. Okay, using some velvet matte, we are going to matte the nail. Yeah, help her achieve her goal of 1,000 rugs. For the year, baby? However long it takes her. But the sooner the better. Yeah, the faster she does the... Okay, so this looks glossy. I'm going to quickly pop it in. And the matte is going to happen. Oh, they both followed you, babe. Got 2 new followers. So Cordy, homegirl, so is Gina. So you're going to see it come through as Tone Worm. Okay, let me pop that in. I just gave it a moment to self-level. With any kind of velvet you use, like velvet matte, don't just place it on the nail and throw it in. Sometimes it actually has like what looks like streaks. You have to kind of give it a second to settle, and then you'll have the best top coat of your life. Okay, so I'm gonna give this just a quick, let's zoom in here a bit. I'm gonna give this a quick little buff. Not buff, sorry, just take that gross nub away. But do you see how the velvet is perfect? So that's again giving it a second to cure. Okay. Oh, Miss Gina, you got a question about the origin of your name, honey bun. Okay, let me... So how stinking precious, that little tie-dyed egg. And you can do it in any like pattern you want either. Let me just grab the 2 of them just to kind of show you. I think that is so satisfying, and it also just shows how bright, even matte, this cat eye is just bright, like all of the bright magic. Oh my gosh, Gina said she could get behind Matt with it looking that... I need to screenshot that. That's a testament to Madam Glam's Matt, y'all. Changing folks' minds. Took a screenshot. Gina's not about the matte, so that's a big deal. Yeah, these turn out so stinking adorable. And before I leave, I won't do the chocolate drips, but if anybody wants to see like the top coat on a nail, I can do that really quickly before I leave. If not, thank you guys so much for today's live, because this has been insane amounts of fun. And I just had the absolute best time. Oh, thank you, iCordy. You are such a sweetheart. Just call me Niffler. Oh my gosh, I love... Okay, so let me see if the Niffler's around. Because we totally have a Niffler. Niffler, right? Niffler. Right? Just like anybody should. Thank you guys so much. We like shiny, right? Shiny things. So I call myself a magpie. All about the shiny things. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the absolute sweetest. I will grab... Let me just get a random swatch here. Just to show you guys. So, a color of your choice. I grabbed the Special Effect Dalmatian, just so you guys could quickly see how easy it is to create the modeled egg. And then you would just, once you're finished, you would put matte top coat. And you can also take a liner brush of your choice and kind of manipulate where things are. But just make sure when you're moving things like this, you give it time to self-level so that everything is smooth. But you see, just like that, you get an instant Easter egg. Aw, thank you for hanging out with me. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You guys have made my day absolutely so magical. So just like that, you can top coat and you have magnificent nails so fast. I'm also going to quickly show you guys. So with one of the ones from today, so the Love Sprinkles, again, you can just swipe and go. So let me just make sure there's no flecks. Do you see how easy that was? And that gives you like instant Easter nails. The light cannot cope. Let me back up. Do you see that? Instant Easter. So there's so many different things you can do with this collection. It's truly so breathtaking. And again, the sky's the limit between the creams. Oh yeah, that kind of shows what the matte looks like. Between the creams, the magnetic glitters, and the top coat, it's got something for everyone. Absolutely everyone. So magical, right? So thank you guys so much for coming into today's launch party for the secret... Oh, we just saw OCD1 there. There we go. For the Secret Garden Collection. And I just hope you guys have such a magical rest of your day. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Once one moves, they all move. Success. I'm sending so much love and light your way. The biggest kisses and hugs. This charm sister, she's out. But right before that, I wanted to say thank you so much for everybody that joined today. Miss Gina, Miss iCordy, Althea West. We had so many beautiful nail sissies in the chat. Curious, thank you so much for coming in. I'm just trying to scroll through, make sure I didn't forget anybody. Gopinath, thank you for coming in. Nails Adore, thank you, beautiful. Millie, I hope you're sleeping like so soundly. And again, thank you for coming to this very magical launch. These colors, they truly speak for themselves. And there's so much that you can do with this collection. As you guys saw, you could literally, the world is your oyster. You can make anything you want. And this was just using this collection, nothing added except for the builder gel and the top coats. So it's pretty snazzy. Again, I love you guys oh so much. Night night. It was so great spending the evening or whatever time it is and wherever in the world you are. It's so amazing that this platform can bring us all together. I hope you all have a magical evening and sleep so well, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. I love you guys. See you soon.